Hey, Mrparka here to review a new one from Jimmy Screamer Claus, who did Where the Dead Go to Die. Very strangely weird, demented animated film. And When Blackbirds Fly is no different. I'd actually say, though, I did enjoy Where the Dead Go to Die. It's very, I guess, controversial, I would put. But I believe that when Blackbirds Fly is actually an improvement on everything. I actually really love this movie. The thing of the plot here, I'm not going to get deep into the plot without you'll spoil the movie if you just give a rundown of what happens. This is a very strange movie with its own sort of religion and deep, rich history and mythology, and I love that. Definitely a lot of biblical allusions in it. Essentially, what we have here is a supposedly nice, perfect society that all worship this character named Caine. Caine is very egotistical and loves people loving him, always saying how great he is on posters and signs, a la "They Live," things like that. Essentially, what happens here is this little boy is born. The way they birth is very strange. He is born, and they tell him that he can do whatever he wants. You just can't go outside the wall. Outside of the wall is the other, civilization, the rest of the world, if you will. Kind of gives you this kind of weird Garden of Eden feel type deal. Essentially, the boy one day peeks through. There's a hole in the wall, and an injured cat is out there beckoning him to come, which recalls Where the Dead Go to Die of kind of these weird animaloid creatures that can talk, taking a child under their wing and teaching them weird, strange, bizarre rituals and things and enlightening them, I guess I will say. Essentially, what happens is our boy here goes out and he is tempted by this piece of fruit, and it opens his eyes into a crazy different world where you find this rich history of mythology and what is happening, and very like I said, biblical allusions in here. I'm not going to get directly into exactly the whole entire plot here, but I must say I was fairly impressed with it. Every scene in the movie is dripping with creativity and creepiness. Everything in the movie is completely insane and brightly colored. It's just very intriguing. In the walled world, it is all kind of black and white except the pictures of Caine, I believe. And when you go out into the world, there's bright psychedelic colors and trippiness and insanity. I love that the people on the outside of the wall, they have a different god. On the inside of the wall, like I said, I'm not going to get into it to spoil it. They are these animalistic type creatures that are part man, part animal, but other people see them different. It really opens it up for some cool things going on here. Essentially, a couple of the other main characters are the boy's parents. One's played by J.D. Brown, who's in Hunters and Crossbearer and other things. He's phenomenal in it. His voice acting's great. And I'm not sure who the mother plays. The child's played by Victor Bonacourt, also in Hunters and other things like that. All around, the voice acting I was very impressed with. There's a lot of black comedy in here, and I'd say the black comedy is more obvious in here than it is Where the Dead Go to Die. For me, Where the Dead Go to Die, I'm sorry I'm comparing it to that movie. I probably should just talk about this one, but just to give you guys an insight on what this kind of film is like, his movies are kind of one of a kind, very unique director with his own vision. But to say this movie, I feel that the comedy is there. And Where the Dead Go to Die, I'm not so sure. It's so twisted that it's hard to laugh at. This one has its moments of hilarity, especially the guards with the gas mask, their voices, and just the rudeness of how bizarre the people act inside the wall, how they're so cruel, but also so nice at the same time. They can't find that happy medium of, humanity, I guess you'd say. Regardless, the film's story is very intriguing. It runs at an hour and about 45 minutes, so it keeps your attention. Now, this one is a straight story, and it's a good story. It's always the type of story that you're in, like I guess a totalitarian society, I guess you'd say, something like that. Probably mispronounced that word because I'm a dummy, but this kind of society, and you see things different. Like I said, lots of biblical allusions, Garden of Eden, God, Son of God, things like that, enlightenment. I just say that it's a very creepy, bizarre film. Lots of stuff that made me feel uncomfortable, and just I cringed a lot during the movie. I can watch some pretty disturbing stuff. People throwing up. I'm not happy to watch it, but I can get through pretty much anything. But the level of unnervingness in this is like no other. Like I said, every scene is equal parts creativity, equal parts creepiness, and every scene is so well thought out. Like I said, some people do not care for this type of animation. I like it. I think it's a unique style and definitely a choice of his. It's definitely, some people are like, I don't like the choppiness and stuff like that, but this is like, his style and his choice. It's not like he went out and said, I want to take this animation and make it like, it's not like he's failing at a different animation. This is his choice, and I think it looks phenomenal, and it works with his work. The unsettledness. Nothing is quite right, but every frame you can look around and you can spot all these cool different things in there that, like I said, it's so well thought out, and just a lot of little things are into it that go in there. Go into it. Like I said, I really enjoyed the film. I was very happy with it. I was happy with the performances, happy with what happened, happy with the mythology, happy of thinking about it, and just being taken into a horrible, weird world where I never felt comfortable for 1 second. But that is When Blackbirds Fly. I'd really recommend this one. It comes out January 15th, and if you guys have paid attention to any of the review instead of the pimples on my head, then check it out. I suggest you guys see it, especially if you like Where the Dead Go to Die. I think this is an improvement on everything, from the acting to the animation to the story. I just really love this movie, and I can't wait to see what he does next. I'm Mrparka. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.
One and all her lies dwell behind that wall. Our Lord Caine built the wall to keep her out forever.
Do you two solemnly swear to raise Marius in accordance with the text that Caine has provided us?
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to keep Marius away from the wall and the evil one that dwells behind it?
Yes, sir.
Chew the meat of their bones. Taste their souls.
Stop it! Get out of here! Just leave me alone! Leave me alone!
Daryl, stop crying. Daryl, stop crying.